I'm Brant. He's Chris. We put on a show you just can't miss. He says cowabunga. I say yo Joe. Welcome to the Chris and Brant show. Hey Chris.
I'll have you guys know he asked me, and I said he had to open the show that way because that's just the way it's been since episode 300. You can't not have that intro, and the editing program right now needs to work. So he had to do it. So nobody yell. I agreed to it.
People love it. They love it. It's charming.
That's why the intro has to be there. Exactly. You have to do it. You can't not do it.
So you have a sponsor this week? Do you have anything? I have something.
I have Twix.
You have Twix. I have two things. I've got, where'd they go? I've got sweet and spicy chipotle wheat thins. And I've got, of course, the classic Coca-Cola.
Okay, Mr. Coca-Cola.
Just choked on my Coca-Cola.
Mr. Coca-Cola. Nice to see you.
That went down the wrong way. I'm suing you, Coke. No, I'm joking.
What a way to start the show. Good morning, everybody, because this is going up actually early morning on Sunday. So hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. And this is going to be one of the biggest Chris and Brant shows yet, actually, because we got a lot of stuff. We've got updates. Brant's losing it. Brant is losing it. It's 5:30 in the morning as we're recording this. This is going up at 8.
There was a piece of dog hair hanging from the bill of my hat, and I was trying to see it so I could grab it.
Okay, other than the dog hair, we've got updates. We've got Last Ember Press news. We got a contest, which is going to be really awesome. You guys are really going to like this. Then after that, we've got Solicits. And then we're closing out the show with my New York Comic Con recap. And hopefully Brant isn't going to lose it. I mean, Brant, you are losing it. I mean, I'm ignoring you. I'm looking at my own picture, so this way I'm not losing it now. I'm purposely doing that. You are not throwing me off like one. Nope. You can play with that hair all you want. I've got this. I got this. And then after New York Comic Con, we'll wrap up the show, and everything will be great. So since Brant's having a laughing fit, and he's just losing it with the hat, I'm going to continue on with the channel updates for this channel. And you guys are watching this. That's a great Superman hat, though. I will say that. I love the Superman hat. I mentioned this on the haul video, which is already up. There are going to be a lot of changes with my channel, I feel. Over the last couple of days, I've really been sitting down and thinking about it, and I'm just not happy with my channel. And it's not that I'm not happy. I don't want people to misunderstand. I'm not happy because the views aren't like thousands or the subscribers aren't in the millions. It has nothing to do with that whatsoever. I'm very happy with everybody who watches the videos and everybody who enjoys them, and I'm very happy with all you guys that subscribe to my channel and watch it on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, a daily basis, however you watch it. What I'm not happy about is the stuff that I'm doing, if this makes sense. I love doing reviews. I love talking comic books. You guys know that. But over the last 2 weeks, all Michael and I have been able to do on this channel is comic books. It's been a non-stop ride because there have been so many books. And the extras that I want to do for this channel are just pushed on the hold because there are just too many books. And it's not because they're solo and group reviews. It'd be the same way if it was a one-episode show, honestly. I mean, Brant and I do 1 to 3 podcasts. We've done it since 300. We've been consecutive. Every week we've done it. Even if it was late a couple of days, we did it. And I love those shows. I love breaking away from the norm on this channel and doing something different. I love shows like this where I'm literally just talking with Brant about whatever. Even though it's comic related, I'm not reviewing a comic book. We're actually talking about something else. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I said this on the whole video, a zen for my channel. I want to be able to do something that I love doing, and I feel like it's what I want for the channel. And right now, I feel like doing just reviews is not what I want for my channel. I wanted something more. I advertised it during 300 that I wanted to really revolutionize this channel and change it. I mean, I'm working on a .com as we speak. And Comic Frontline is where most of our reviews are going, where we talk comic book news. So my channel doesn't have to be the same thing. I'm trying to do something. I want to do something different. You guys know I love games. My PlayStation 4 broke. I literally just got a brand new PlayStation 4. We got a game. I mentioned it on Hit Points about Soma, and I wanted Mike to play that for Frontline Gaming Zone. Frontline Gaming Zone is an extension not only to this channel, but to Zone 4 and Frontline. Brooklyn Boys is the birth of both Michael and myself on YouTube, so I want to work on that as well. This channel is where I started in comics, so I want to build up this channel. Zone 4 is where Brant and I, where all of these shows, while being on my channel, they're also put on there. And then there's Comic Talk Podcast, where these will go on later on once I believe we pass 10.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which I believe we did with the Chris and Brand show because we have so many, but I think we have to wait till this new format reaches 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're working on that slowly. And like I said, Comic Frontline, it's built up a lot. And over the past month, we really, we hit that throttle button and things have been really building up great. I would say since September, Brant, if I'm not mistaken. Things have really been picking up again. And I'm very happy about that, and I want it to continue. So that's why I'm working on fixing the Blogger so that I can do a few more things on Blogger and give you guys that diverse content I want for this channel. Brooklyn Boys was always fun because it wasn't, I don't want to say professional. The word I'm trying to figure out is, I guess that's the best word. It wasn't formal. Yeah. It was literally, we just took a camera, we recorded something, and that was that. Now, granted, that's skits, that's funny stuff. This channel, I want to be able to take the camera and do something like what we're doing now. We're doing a show. We're discussing a little bit of everything. I want that to be the main thing for this channel. And I do still want to do comic reviews. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stop. 312 episodes now, or weeks, now that it's transcended into weeks. I'm not going to stop a trend that's been going on for 300 plus weeks. But there are just so many comics that I think that we're going to start scaling down on either the reviews, the amount of comics we do each week, and just stick the comics we don't do full-on reviews in the recap, or we're just going to do reviews, of the big books the week they come out, and then the other books will trickle in later on in the following week or the week after that as we have time to read the extra books. I'm not sure how we'll work it out yet because we are on a numbered basis, so I don't want to go week 313 while there's still week 312 books coming out. Yeah. So I don't know how that would work out.
You know what my suggestion to you was, which I don't know if you want me to share that on this.
Go ahead. Yes.
My suggestion was to, review the big books, and then review the ones you're passionate about, whether it's something you absolutely love or something that you absolutely hate. But all the middle ground books, don't even touch them. Don't even review them.
Right. That's what I meant. That was the first suggestion. That was the recap, where they'll end up on the recap, and they'll just recap, but not full-on reviews. Right. And again, I do reviews for Comic Frontline, so whatever I don't cover here, maybe some of those books that are in the middle will be on Frontline. Of course, some big books will be on Frontline as well, because we all take turns doing the bigger books.
Right.
So some books will be on Frontline, some books will be on this channel, and then like Brant said, the rest will fall into the recap, because I do have books that I got like from New York Comic Con. Victor Dandridge, I got through that book that I bought from Vic. That book deserves a review. I loved it. I'm going to say that, but I want to do a review on that. I want to focus more on the books that are from, that need the promotion. Marvel and DC are doing pretty well. If my channel closed tomorrow, I'm sure they're going to sell just fine without me talking about their books.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just one of the things, the gripes that I have right now. Because I want to be able to work on this channel and have fun. I want to be able to show you guys that great energy. I don't want you guys to come on and just see, oh, here's another review, here's another review. There's a podcast, but then there's another review, and there's another review. I want to be able to give you that diverse thing. I want to give you guys, it's a podcast again with me and Dan. I want to do more Chris and Brant shows. We have the 1, 2, 3 podcast we do every week also. And there's a bunch of other things I want to do, like like Frontline Gaming Zone. I want to start some walkthroughs on there. We got big games. Halo 5 is coming out this Tuesday. You're damn right. We're going to touch that game, and we're going to record it, and we're going to play it. Brant's going to be getting our broken PS4 to fix, and then he'll be on PlayStation 4 with us. So you damn right, we're going to have some content where we're going to be playing PlayStation 4 together.
Yep.
Uncharted 4, for example.
Absolutely.
So I want to be able to focus on Frontline Gaming Zone. Brooklyn Boys, Saturdays always were skit days, so we actually did 2 skits this weekend, and you guys are going to die when you see them.
Nice.
So there's Brooklyn Boys. Zone 4, Brant, myself, and Elisa, we did Zone 4 recently.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Chris and Brant Show, which counts for Zone 4, 1, 2, 3 counts for Zone 4. I want to keep that going strong. And It's a Podcast is also part of the Zone 4 family of podcasts. Comic Frontline. I would love to do more reviews on Frontline, and that might be where most of the solo reviews go, and then I'll be doing group reviews on here. I think the group reviews work great. Last week, I grouped most of my books together. It got done fast, it got done great, and everything was perfect. So That's how things are going to go here probably. But I don't know. I'm really trying to find a middle ground. Right now, I'm going to, like I said on the whole video, I'm going to let this year ride out. I'm going to finish this year off because there's a lot of number ones coming from now until after 2015's end.
Mm-hmm.
But I think by 2016, I'm going to be sitting down and I'm really going to come to a definitive decision with this channel where you guys are going to have fun, which I know you guys are having fun now, but you guys are going to have more fun, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to be happy with what I'm doing on this channel. If you guys are happy with what I'm doing on this channel, I'm glad. I feel like I could do better by doing other things. Like, I feel like there's other things I want to do that you guys will enjoy a bit more because you're seeing a lot of reviews from me on Frontline anyway, and you're going to be seeing a lot more from me review-wise on Frontline soon. So I want to try to give you guys something different. So even if you like what you see now, there might be even more stuff you like later that I'm working on doing instead of just comic reviews.
You know what would be cool?
Wow.
If there were people that watched us talking that might have ideas for what they'd like to see on the channel and could leave comments
in the comments below, maybe?
In the comments below.
There you go.
That's a novel concept.
I know a few people mentioned gaming stuff, which I do have a gaming series. I mentioned that on the haul video this week, and I am working on. It's a game segment show. It's not a walkthrough game series, but it's a game series, or sort of like a review, or I don't want to give away what it's called yet, but it involves gaming. It's a gaming series. The walkthroughs are specifically for Frontline Gaming Zone. Again, links are always in the description for a reason. Those are the channels where we do specific things. Gaming Zone is the gaming. Zone 4 is the podcast. This is the shows that fall in between all of that other stuff. And Frontline is the comic reviews. So that's what I got. And then also now I'm really trying to come into my writing a lot more. So I'm working on a lot of my work for Last Ember Press. My book, the book that I'm working on alone, is it's progressing from the middle stage of production now into the later stages now, where the artwork will start popping in soon, and sketches of the pages will start coming in, and then hopefully, if not by the end of 2015, hopefully by the very beginning of 2016, we'll be seeing the final product. And the first story arc's 2 issues long. I'm hoping that I don't have a big gap between issue 1 and 2. I'm trying to aim so that they're close together, so you guys don't have a long wait to see the end of the first arc. After the first arc, though, there might be a couple of month gap just to get, let the first arc settle with you guys, and then I'll be moving into the second one. But in the meantime, Brant and I are working on, so far, we've got 2 books. We've got 1 book that was supposed to come out this month, but we couldn't get the script done fast enough and the art done fast enough to have it completely done. So that's going to be coming hopefully before the end of the year. And it's not really a book, it's a setup book for the book coming in 2016.
Right.
There's another book we're working on together that's going to be hopefully from Valentine's Day to the 4th of July.
Yeah.
There's that miniseries. And then if we do another composite book, there is another composite series that Brant and I are working on, more sci-fi related. And I'm working on a private project right now that Brant doesn't even know about, that I was actually inspired. I have done Soma, the whole game. I was inspired by that and a few other things underwater-wise that really inspired this. It's a mini-series I'm working on. It's basically one gigantic story that'll probably be cut into like 6 parts or 5 parts or whatever and be released as a mini-series. It has a beginning, it has an end. There's no, I mean, maybe I'll leave potential for there to be another volume, but really it's set as just a mini series, period. And I might do a Kickstarter for that one because I don't know if the funding will be there for it, but I will. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. That's not even close. This miniseries is probably mid to end of 2016 because I'm really going to work on it. I'm going to write it, and then I'm going to share the script with Brant, and then we're going to go from there. So that's later on, but it's something I'm working on now, but you guys might see it by the middle to end of 2016 on Kickstarter.
Cool. Awesome.
Which is a good segue into your news.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a few things going on here, Last Ember Press wise. First and foremost, let me get this open here. Just today, we have added our first 2 books. Let me get the first one to load. Come on. Pneumatic Cases and Fireside Tales. They are now available on Amazon and the Kindle store. You guys can purchase these for your Kindle now. They are $2.99 on there. The print version is $4, so you're saving $1 by getting the digital version of that. And so we're really excited about that. We did do the panel view. It doesn't work that great, but you can like double click it and it'll jump into the panel view. Come on, load.
I like panel view. That's one of the things I liked about. I'm not all for the digital comics, but I am if it is digital, I like when it's panel by panel. So this way you could literally just, instead of seeing a whole page, it'll take you from each box to each box.
Yeah. Like, hold on. There's an example of the panel view.
Yep, and then you scroll left and it goes to the next one.
Yeah. There you go. So, and that's a good segue. This is character Bethany Boo from Eek Little Monsters in Fireside Tales. We actually have a brand new print, and it was going to be a con exclusive. I'll get to that a little bit later, but it was going to be a con exclusive, but we ended up not going to the convention, so we decided for a limited time we were going to offer it online via Last Ember Press, and it'll be available, and I just dropped a button. It'll be available Monday, and it'll be up for like 2 weeks, and then we'll take it down, and then it will be a con exclusive after that. But this is the print. It is a mashup of all your favorite ghost characters, and it has our very own Bethany Boo from Eek Little Monsters in the mix with that. So this will be available in a package still on our site with a copy of Fireside Tales and all 4 Fireside Tales buttons, and the whole thing will be $13 for the print, the book, and the buttons.
Which is a steal because the print alone, how much is the print alone?
The print alone is $10, the book is $4, and the buttons are $1, so you're saving at least a couple of bucks. Yeah, so.
Bunch. But there actually, is there any other news from Last Ember Press before we move on with that?
There might be something.
Something.
You want me to? Okay, we'll go ahead and do it.
It's up to you.
We'll go ahead and do this. This is going to be available soon, maybe in the next week or so. This is the brand new book that I've been promoting for a while now, and this was actually co-written. It was kind of created by you and Cindy, and it was co-written by all 4 of us, Lisa, myself, and you guys. And this is the first collection of Chocolate Pancake Ninja, the first story.
This is awesome.
Extra butter, please. And I'm not going to show you too much inside, but I'll show you guys the credits page. You can see all our beautiful names there. And I'll just pick out one random page to show you guys the art style.
Don't go too far to the end. I want the ending to kind of be more of a surprise. So.
Yeah. Here, I'll show this one. There you go. That is Egbert. So, yeah, this is a fun project. This is going to be a webcomic in 2016 on lastemberpress.com. And this is the first story. There's 16 strips in this 16-page story, basically. This is half the size of a comic. You guys can see it's the same width. And 2 of these will stack to form a comic if you measured it right. So we thought that was a pretty cool format for that. And
That's an awesome format, yeah.
We're pretty excited about this. We're pretty happy about it. Everybody that has seen this has raved about it. And we're getting all kinds of story ideas for it from friends and stuff, and they're really good ideas, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a potential. I said this when we started creating this. There is definitely, especially the way the art looks, there is potential for this to be a cartoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. I got to give credit to both the artist Tangra and Lisa, the colorist, for amazing artwork there.
I love the artwork. I think you guys picked a really, really perfect artist for this book.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And I'm holding you to it to do the same for my book.
Yeah, absolutely. You know it. So, yeah, that's our new release, our new book for the end of 2015. And like I said, it'll be up on the website for sale in the next week or so.
Awesome.
So you were going to mention the other thing?
Yes, we have a surprise for everybody. Everybody who's watching this show right now, Brant mentioned that awesome con-exclusive print for $10. On this show, we will be giving away only one of the prints to one lucky winner. The contest is going to be our, what is the print called again? I'm sorry.
Apparitions Anonymous.
Okay, it is going to be the Apparitions Anonymous print contest. And here's how you can win your own free copy of this awesome print. First, you have to obviously like the Last Ember Press page and share it on Facebook. On Twitter, you have to obviously follow Last Ember Press, but also tweet at Last Ember Press. What, Brant?
Hashtag apparitions, we'll say.
Hashtag apparitions at Last Ember Press.
Yes.
And then, if you want a bonus entry, you can go over to the Last Ember Press YouTube channel and subscribe there as well. Let us know, or let Brant know, and he'll add an extra name into the hat for you for the winnings of the print. Now, Last Ember Press in November is due up for a live show.
Yes.
On that live show, we are going to give you guys practically a month. Practically. Maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks. We're giving you guys 2-3 weeks to get this out there. In 3 weeks, on the Last Ember Press live show, which will be on Last Ember Press's YouTube channel, so maybe you'll want to subscribe to see who wins. We will be announcing, or Brant will actually be announcing, the winner of the print. The more you share Last Ember Press and get your friends to share it, the more chances you have to win this print. Now, you're going to sit there and say, well, Chris, it's just a print. This is a print that will not be printed ever again, and your only other way to get it is either to pay the $10 within a week of its release.
Probably 2 weeks, or if you visit us at a future con.
And that's it. Those are your only chances at getting this print. This gets it to you for free, and you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home. Share and retweet and follow the Facebook and Twitter hashtag apparitions at Last Ember Press on Twitter, and follow the YouTube channel for an extra chance to win this print. And if this goes well, hey, maybe we'll do some more Last Ember Press giveaways.
Yeah.
You show us you guys are interested, we'll definitely give you guys more for Last Ember Press. And I'm actually excited because I just made a mention of this for the live show. Well, not this isn't the live show, but for this show. And I'm really glad that we're able to do this contest for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited about it. It's a great print. The artist is the same artist that did the Fireside Tales book, the Eek Little Monster story. And it's just an idea we have. We got this idea to do these mashups for conventions, and it was Halloween time. So we thought ghosts and everything, and it turned out really gorgeous. She got the likenesses of a bunch of these characters, really cool. I mean, really dead on, and we're really happy about it, and we think you guys are going to dig it too. So we're glad to give one away.
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And stay tuned. Maybe Cindy and I'll have some extra Chocolate Pancake Ninja books, and we'll do some contests for that at some point. That's later on. That's not for now. Let's see how this print goes first. All right, so before we get into the Solicits, which is the second of 3 parts to this show, Brant, you said you had a couple of, now this I usually do on a live show, but since I haven't done a live show in a while, Brant, you said you have a couple of codes actually for some books, for some digital copies.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it actually.
It should be the third to last page.
Third to last page. For some reason,
Maybe Doctor Strange doesn't have it.
it says it on the front. It does. The one of the other ones I have doesn't, because I just realized it was a variant edition or variant cover, and it doesn't have it. But this one says bonus digital edition right there. So
I'm surprised, and it doesn't have it.
I can't find it. I'll keep looking.
Brent will keep looking.
That's
If
weird.
he doesn't, then we got one to give away, and we'll give that away randomly at some point of the solicits.
Yeah, I don't. Third to last page, usually, you say?
Usually about third or middle, towards the end.
I'm wondering if they forgot to put it in this one.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's happened a few times to a few books.
Huh. You know what? Are they doing it differently now?
Why?
Because I have this thing that says to redeem your code for a free digital copy.
Yeah.
Go to marvel.com, so it doesn't have the code, though.
Oh, they must have...
Oh, wait, here it is. Jeez. I'm stupid. And the other book did have it, too. I just didn't pull off the sticker.
You know there is a sticker covering the cover.
I did, though. I forgot. It's been a while since I've had physical books, dude. All right, now I've got this one. I've got this one good. So this is Doctor Strange #1. It came out 2 weeks ago now?
About
Week and a half ago. All right, so I'm going to hold this up. Whoever gets it first gets it. So, I don't know. Let it focus for a second. Let's see if you guys can see that.
I can see it.
Okay. Is that good?
Yep.
All right.
That's an A, but it's A4L, right?
Right.
Okay, because the A is a little faded, but
Yeah.
I'm just clarifying.
Yep. So, there you go. So that's your first giveaway. I have 2 more then that we'll be giving away throughout the show.
Right. So let's start off with some solicits, Brant. Now, we got our January solicits for DC and Marvel. One honorable mention goes to Walking Dead. It's going to be hitting 150
Yeah.
in January. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I actually, I mentioned this on the live show that I'm like a year behind, maybe longer, and I haven't been buying the physical issues because of that. I was going to get trades or whatever, but when we made our December order and it was 149, I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to start getting the physical because I got to have 150. So,
Right.
yeah, that's huge.
I'm really excited. We started at 100 and we just kept going, so hopefully big things will be happening from 100 on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting, though. Hats off to Kirkman for having a book go that long. And 2,
Yeah,
almost, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that's true. Invincible's final part to reboot is in January as well.
Nice.
So, looking away from those books, though, and going into Marvel and DC, starting with DC, Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, Issue 3, that cover with the Fortress of Solitude key, I'm like, oh, boy. Yep. Here we go.
You're getting that? You're getting Master Race?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
going to be waiting the extra week and getting the collector's edition ones that you put together in the box. I believe the first one comes with something, and the last one comes with the box
Okay, gotcha.
that you slip them in.
Okay, cool. I'm not getting it. I wasn't a huge fan of Dark Knight Returns, honestly, and the second one, we won't even go into that. And Brian Azzarello's co-writing it. I can't stand his writing, so I'm passing it up. Maybe someday down the line I'll get the whole collection or something just to read it. But yeah, I'm not getting it.
I'll try it. If it doesn't work for me, then I could always stop. It's not like just because I'm getting the collector's edition version, I can't stop. I can at any moment. So
Yeah, but you may love it, and that's cool.
it's true. We don't know yet. We do have a few #1s, though. Of course, it's January. Who
Right.
didn't see this? We got Edge of Oblivion #1, The Legend of Wonder Woman, which is a miniseries,
Mhm.
or is it miniseries, 9-issue miniseries #1, and we have Poison Ivy, Cycle of Death, issue 1, another miniseries. It's 6 issues, and we got another miniseries, Suicide Squad Most Wanted, Deadshot, Katana #1. a lot of miniseries, and the final number 1 is Swamp Thing. So they're trying again.
Which is also a miniseries, though.
Yes, it's a miniseries. They're trying again through miniseries, issue 1 of 6. So Wonder Woman's is the big number 9. Out of those number 1s, which I think I'm getting 2 out of all the number 1s. What about you, Brent?
Same. I wonder if they're the same 2 number 1s.
All right, Edge of Oblivion, because basically it's Lost Army 2.0.
Yeah, but Tom Taylor writing it.
It makes it better.
Yeah, with Ethan Van Sciver doing the art. I'm totally in. Then you got Ivan Rice doing a variant cover. I'm sold. I don't even need to know. I'm sold.
And then I think Wonder Woman, I'm going to try.
Yeah, Legend of Wonder Woman, I'm going to get the whole thing. I mentioned on the live show again that I kind of know Renee and Ray. They're the creators on it, Renee DeLiz and Ray Dillon. They're acquaintances. I kind of met them through digitalwebbing.com. A bunch of us used to hang out there, and I had met them. I actually interviewed them for a Comic Related at Heroes Con one year. They're good people. They're very talented artists, and I'm very happy for them. So I'm definitely going to support the book. But it looks gorgeous. They're both fantastic artists. So.
Awesome. So that it's something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
These I'm mentioning, I know I'm going straight down the list right now, but after this I'm done. I'm mentioning these because I'm shocked that these are ending. One is ending and one is at the climactic issue. Justice League 48, which is still going to be on the Dark Side War, and Justice League America number 7, which is the finale to the first story arc. Justice League of America number 7, I think this whole thing could have been done by next month, to be honest. Justice League 48, I feel like they stretched it on purpose to to really get those one-shots out and to really oversaturate with the Dark Side War.
Yeah. First of all, Justice League of America, I've not read one single issue yet.
You're not missing much.
Is that the one that's... I know one of them is taking place... I think they're both like out of timeline continuity or whatever. But is that the one... What is the story about in JLA?
JLA, Rao comes to Earth.
Okay.
And he's obviously the god from Krypton.
Right.
Krypton died because he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's on Earth, and in the recent issue we found out that people who are being blessed by him aren't following him because they believe in him. They're following him him because the energies his what are they called? The people that are working for him, the staff they're using, it's a mind-altering, DNA kind of altering thing that basically makes people submit. Okay. So basically mind control. Let's say mind control.
Yeah.
And they found this out in the recent issue, and now Superman and Rao are probably going to fight each other.
Okay. So when does this take place?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's definitely before Superman lost his powers.
Okay. Well, I'd say both of these are taking place before that, right? I mean...
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Justice League... Right. Justice League I have been reading, and it's a weird story. It's beautiful art in that book. But
the story for me is interesting, too. It's just...
It is. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you're right. That's it. It's just Justice League of America has taken me a while to really...
It's interesting because, I mean, they're basically, as of last issue, which came out last week, or this week, actually, they're basically all becoming new gods, more or less.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of which, you're talking about this week's issue? Mm-hmm. One person becomes a god of apocalypse by the end of this issue.
Yeah, and we shouldn't spoil who yet because it's only been a couple of days, or a few days, but, yeah. That was I did kind of see that coming there towards the end. I didn't see it from the beginning, but I did see it at the end, towards the end of that issue. I was like, oh, okay. And
I rolled at that.
Yeah, it's but you know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, and you know it's not going to last because this feels like an Elseworlds tale or something.
Doesn't it? It's starting to.
Yeah, I mean, Batman's Mobius in the Mobius chair, and he's I don't know. It's just, Superman is like totally out of character. Flash is possessed by death.
Well, Superman is possessed by the darkness. That is the apocalypse.
Yeah, they're all kind of possessed by these spiritual beings or whatever. So yeah, it's an interesting story, but it's going on way too long, and it needs to end and get back into the current continuity. But I guess with Superman depowered, they can't really tell current stories. Maybe
they're trying to get him his powers back.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I mean, I didn't really look at the Superman books yet. This is like one of the first times I'm going to be looking at the Superman books and the Solicits, because personally, I cringe. So I try to avoid it.
Yeah.
But the first couple of books I did look at, so
yeah.
I just wanted to mention that. What about you? Any books that stick out for you that you're really looking forward to? You made me. You told me to check out Titan's Hunt issue 1 because it was really good. You were telling me.
Yeah. You haven't had a chance to read it yet? Right?
I skimmed it right now. Now I have to read it.
Okay. There are implications in that book for the future of the New 52 universe, and that ties into the pre-New 52 universe. So I don't know if you got that in your skimming, but
I did not get any of that. All I saw was apparently there is Donna Troy from pre-New 52 around somewhere.
Not just Donna Troy. It's okay. I don't want to spoil it for you because it's such a good book.
I'm fine because I'm still going to read it.
Okay.
I've already seen from beginning to end.
Okay, I will tell you little tidbits, and then you can read and get the whole picture. It seems, from reading the first issue, and I actually read it twice, it seems what they're going with is that some of the New 52 characters, like Dick Grayson, like Roy Harper, have memories from a different time.
So now they're kind of meshing.
It's imprinting together. It's like the two are imprinting together. And Donna Troy, that is, I'm pretty sure that's the pre-New 52 Donna Troy that we saw on that page. And yeah, and we saw Garth, Aqualad, popped up there.
Which we never saw. This is the first issue he's in.
Exactly. And so, yeah, it feels like what we've talked about where, like after Crisis on Infinite Earths, where everything kind of combined.
Now, since the Crisis didn't happen, the new DC Universe is slowly becoming the old DC Universe while still being the new DC Universe.
That's what it feels like. So when you read that and you start getting that out of it, you're going to get excited, I think.
I was already excited when I saw Donna Troy pre-New 52, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. It could be nothing, but it seems like it's something. And I'm pretty excited about it. I know Jay and I were actually talking about it privately because we didn't want to spoil anything for the rest of the Comic Frontline group. And we were tossing out theories left and right, and we were like, oh, this is this, and that is that, and this is this person. And it was an exciting conversation. So I'm sure this live show this week is going to be an interesting discussion about that book.
I'm looking. That's gonna be one of the first books I read digitally.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, beyond that, I'm definitely still looking forward to that. I've really been enjoying Wonder Woman. Ever since the Finches took over, I've really enjoyed that book. That was one of the first books I read this week, as a matter of fact. And I think this current story arc took a little bit of warming up for me, but now I think it's gotten its feet and it's going somewhere that I kind of like. And so I'm really looking forward to where they go with that coming up in January. What about you?
I'm loving the way Wonder Woman is. I actually have that on the top of my pile for this week to read. I know Donna Troy. After talking to Meredith at New York Comic Con, which I'll get into later at the third part of the show, she was mentioning that Donna Troy has an endpoint. Her story arc has an endpoint. And she did mention Titan's Hunt a little bit, so maybe she'll make appearances there. I don't know. But she has her the end for the first story arc with her, the full story of her, and then we're going to be moving back to focusing on just Wonder Woman.
Nice. Well, since you mentioned Titan's Hunt, who knows, maybe we're just going to have one Donna Troy after all else.
That I would be okay with that as long as you fix this Donna Troy to have the memories of pre-New 52 Donna
Exactly, which I kind of think is where things are headed.
Yeah.
I think that's what, even though we feel like Convergence was kind of a failure overall, I think it planted seeds that could lead to what we're getting now through Titans Hunt and through Superman, Lois and Clark, that kind of stuff. I think it's in that aspect, it kind of succeeded in a way. So, speaking of Superman, Lois and Clark #4, you haven't looked at the solicits.
I didn't know Lois and Clark. I did, but I'm really interested in seeing the whole black costume. How Lois came up with that.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they're this issue seems to be focusing on Hank Henshaw, who is
Yeah.
not Cyborg Superman. So I don't know how they're going to handle that. That's interesting.
I liked how the first issue is him trying to prevent a lot of the villains from becoming villains to begin with.
Yeah,
Obviously, he's failing epically because everybody's still a villain at some point or another. But
right.
I like it because now you can't make this Superman of the new DC universe have memories of the old DC universe Superman because the old DC universe Superman is in the new DC universe. So what happens? Do they merge together? Does the young Superman die? If they kill the old Superman, that'll piss me off, to be honest.
Yeah. Does the old Superman become what the Golden Age Superman was to him?
That would suck.
I know, but I'm just saying that there's options. There's different directions they could go with it. I personally would rather it either be a fusion or something happens to this new one that nobody really likes. So
I think that with Clark powerless right now, the Savage Dawn is going through all the Superman books. Superman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, and I think Action. I think Action jumps back. Yep. Action jumps back into the present. Thank you, Lord. And the artist of the book is not, for Superman, it's not
John Romita Jr. Right.
It's Howard Porter. Thank the Lord. We only had to live through his artwork for about 6 issues.
Yeah. Still the same writer, though.
I can live with the writing. It was the artwork that was killing me.
I'm not enjoying I don't remember which one I read. I think it was Action that I read. I didn't enjoy the story in Action.
I'm not enjoying it at all. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. Batman Superman 28 is not part of Savage Dawn.
Oh, okay.
Batman Superman 28 is an untold tale from the early days of Bruce and Clark.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Tom Taylor's writing that now?
Yep.
I did not know that.
I think he's just writing this story arc.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Might have to check that out then.
Oh, I'm all on board for that.
Yeah. I like his writing a lot. I actually picked up the Agents of Atlas Secret Wars book this week, and he wrote that, and he did a really good job with it too. I really enjoyed it.
Tom Taylor has done amazing work the past year, so
yeah. Batman and Robin Eternal so far has still been really good.
Yeah, I'm on board with this weekly. Thank you,
too.
Lord. We got some good stuff with the weeklies.
Yeah, finally. I mean, you put good creative teams, you scale down the focus, and you tell good stories, and you can't go wrong with that. And it's had pretty good art too. So
I'm shocked Batman Beyond hasn't been canceled yet.
yeah, me too. It's coming.
I hope so. What about Batman Europa? Are you interested in that? It's a miniseries. It's ending this month, 4/4.
There's too much else, and plus, again, it's Brian Azzarello. I'm not interested.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I'm probably skipping out on that too because it's too much out.
Yeah, I can't. Extra stuff like that is going to have to be stuff that I buy the trade of or whatever, if I'm even interested in it. Gotham Academy is something I'm also interested in. I love that it's this brand new story arc. Finally, we've had the same story arc for the first, I guess, 13 issues of the book, and now they're finally getting into a brand new story arc, which is the yearbook. So I just love the mystery behind this book. It's a fantastic book, great writing, great art, and Katie Cook is actually doing. There's like several writers and artists in this particular issue. Katie Cook is actually doing a story in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
I'm going to skip on all the Green Lantern stuff because right now I feel like there needs to be a lot improved with Green Lantern.
Yeah. Are you reading? Are you going to be reading Robin War?
Probably I'm going to be picking up through Digital Comicsology, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we are trying out the first.
Yeah, I know you
issues.
said you're getting the first couple physically.
Yeah. They had a 50% off through DCBS for the whole, I think it was like 8 books, all 8. So we just went ahead and did it for the first ones, and we'll see.
Gotcha. Sinestro looks interesting.
I still have not picked that back up yet. I need to.
It's really good.
Yeah. That's what I hear. Oh, and Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know we're both getting that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the only Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book I'm going to enjoy. I don't want to spoil anything because it is a week in advance, but I did see the new artwork because there's a new artist on TMNT, and I hate to say it, but I think that the long run of TMNT being my number one pick of the month is at its end with the next issue.
Well, it was at its end with this issue, the last issue, because 50 wasn't your pick of the week.
It was still my pick of the month.
Oh, pick of the month.
With a big warning.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm not liking. I mean, I'm not going to obviously spoil because it comes out next week, but I saw the preview pages. I do not like the art in the direction they're going with this book.
Is it the permanent artist or is it a film artist?
They go by story arc.
Okay.
So he's going to be on it for either 2 issues, which I'm hoping for, like the other artist that we didn't like, the second one that took over, or he's going to be on it like the recent artist for the next half a year, maybe a little more. And that's going to kill me.
Yeah. Well, you'll just have to find a different favorite book this time, but...
Oh, there's a lot. He tries to be Eastman, I feel, and it's not working.
Oh, gotcha. But I'm really, really interested in this story. It starts in December, obviously.
Yep.
And it's co-published by DC and IDW. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that's a perfect fit. And the Turtles have crossed over with a lot of other properties lately. But this seems like a fit because the Turtles are like a New York-based kind of story. And so is Batman, his version of New York. And it seems to fit. They're both kind of in the shadows. You know, I don't know. It seems it's going to be interesting because the Turtles definitely, especially with Michelangelo, are more exuberant, more fun.
Yeah.
And then you get the contrast of Batman, who is totally not that. But they operate the same way.
Interesting, yeah.
So.
Did you see this? Injustice Gods Among Us Year 5, number 1. This is it, the final year of Injustice Gods Among Us. So, after 5 years, we're now at the point where that's it, we're done, 5 years, and then apparently the events of the video game take place, and this Superman gets thrown to hell, and then Telos eats him.
Okay. Is that in the Solicits, Telos eats him?
It doesn't have to be. It was in the, it was in the first issue of Convergence.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I forgot. I still think it's a good book. I'm way behind on it, and I'll probably just get like some massive collection of the whole thing at some point, but I like it. I like the story, and I think it had legs to continue that far, even though you didn't think it should. Past the first 12 issues.
Oh, no, I'm very glad it did.
Okay.
I'm glad it did. People had a fan base for it, and if this made it for 5 years, maybe Batman Arkham Knight will make it, because I think this is the last Arkham game, period.
Yeah.
So.
No, that would be cool. I think it's interesting that they're putting out these DC Essentials for $1. It's kind of like what Marvel has been doing for a few months.
True Believers, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They have New Frontier #1 and Superman Batman #1. Both excellent choices. So, I think that's pretty cool.
I agree. Are there any Vertigo books you're looking forward to? Because I don't read Vertigo.
I am getting down there. I read Clean Room #1 that came out this week. I kind of liked it. It was different. It was weird, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on yet, but I did kind of like it. So I'm looking forward to that one as it stands right now. Beyond that, let's see. Unfollow, I'm going to wait and see. I think the first issue comes out next week, or it comes out soon. I'm going to try that one, but I'm not sure. That's it.
Yeah, and as far as the toys, it's kind of lackluster, except for the DC icons. Firestorm, John Stewart, and the Joker, all three of those look really nice. All the way on the bottom.
Yeah. No, they do. I especially like the Firestorm.
All right, so that's it for DC. Brant, do you want to give the other code?
Sure. I've got it open here. Let's just pull off the sticker.
It's coming off, people.
Let's put it down. Maybe I can get the sticker. There we go. All right, this is for Invincible Iron Man #1. It also came out about a week and a half ago. And there is your code. You see it okay?
Yep.
Hold it there for just another second. And there you go.
If you missed it, you can pause the video and then continue it when you try the code out.
Yeah, so that's 2 down. We got 1 more to go towards the end of the show.
Right, and that's at the end of this. Marvel Solicits now.
Yes.
All right, we got some #1s. Here we go. January. I'm skipping over the first book, so I'm sure you're going to want to go back to the first book, but I want to jump into the #1s. We got Old Man Logan 1, Captain Marvel #1, Rocket Raccoon and Groot #1, Spider-Man Deadpool #1, but I believe it's a miniseries, even though it's not being promoted as it, so probably not. Maybe it is an ongoing.
I think it's actually an ongoing.
Go figure.
I hope not.
I hope not either. You got Silver Surfer #1, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, and I believe, yeah, that's it. Everything's in #2s, 3s, or 4s. So out of all those #1s, Brant, which ones are you going to be grabbing?
I'm torn. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm going to try because I'm a big fan of the TV show, and this is inspired by the TV show, and I read S.H.I.E.L.D., so I'm going to try that one. I'm torn about Spider-Man Deadpool only because Joe Kelly's writing it, and he's a really good Spider-Man writer. He's the one that wrote those Rhino issues in the 6 months I was telling you about.
Ironically, he shows up, Rhino, at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. So I'm kind of torn about that one. I think I'm going to get fed up with it after a while, but I might try it just because I like the writer. And
I love the artist also.
Yeah, it's Ed McGuinness. So, I might give that one a try. Those are really the main 2 of those for me.
For me, I'm a little different. I'm Spider-Man Deadpool because of the writer and artist on it. Also, I'm Old Man Logan.
Yeah, I figured.
I really love Old Man Logan.
Okay. Cool.
So other than that, the other #1s, either I'll be reading through Digital Comicsology or not at all.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon and Groot, there's no reason. Silver Surfer, I didn't like the first time, no offense to Dan Slott. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't follow it. And Captain Marvel, I tried twice, and both times got burnt. That's the one that I might try digitally.
Yeah, something about it doesn't grab me. I miss the old Miss Marvel, honestly. I like the new Miss Marvel, but I miss Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel character. Yeah, I was gonna say something and it just totally left me.
Iron Man?
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, Rocket and Groot. Their little mini Halloween story in that. I think it was in .1.
.1.
Yeah, I thought that was cute, but it wasn't enough to grab me.
No.
Iron Man, which we just talked about Iron Man. Fantastic first issue. I have not read the second issue yet. I'm saving that for towards the end of my.
I will
file.
say this: he's definitely. I read it, most of it. I'm almost done with it, but I will confirm he is no longer Superior Iron Man. That's for sure.
Cool.
He's actually. I don't want to say he's different, but maybe I'm wrong because I don't. You read it and then we'll talk about it on Tuesday. But I feel like this is an Iron Man. I know Chuck, who owned Comic Related, he tweeted about really being into Invincible Iron Man. So
Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I'm really into it too. I really enjoyed the first issue. It made my top 5. It's Bendis and Marquez, who are a great team. The art looks gorgeous to me, and this particular issue that comes out in January is the end of that first arc, and it promises Tony's life getting turned upside down and everything. So I'm totally on board for this book. It's the best Iron Man we've gotten in a while, I think.
I agree. Oh, I definitely agree. But no offense to Tom Taylor, his
Yeah.
Superior Iron Man was good.
Yeah.
The arc, the story book before that was awful,
Yeah.
and the book before that was okay.
Yeah. As other people have said, this is the best Iron Man's been since the previous Invincible Iron Man series.
Exactly.
So
Which I love that series.
Mhm.
That was good.
I did too.
All right, number 2s we got A-Force, The Totally Awesome Hulk, Scarlet Witch, and I think that's it. Yeah, because then we're going into 2 number 3s. I don't know how. I think I'll be reading Scarlet Witch digitally. Totally Awesome Hulk, I'm giving a try because it's Frank Cho is an artist and Greg Pak is writing it. A-Force, absolutely. Even though Marguerite Bennett is not writing it, I did see her at New York Comic Con, and she says there's really big things coming from A-Force. It's going to follow in the same direction, so I'm on board for that.
Yeah. A-Force of those is definitely the one that I'm very much on board with. I really enjoyed the Secret Wars series, so if it's continuing in that vein, I'm totally down for it. And I like this Singularity character. I just like her character.
I love her character, yes. I think Awesome Hulk I'll probably be reading digitally because I've tried the Hulk so many times.
Yeah,
and it just burned me.
Yeah, that's my hesitancy too. I've tried it so many times, and it has to blow me away for me to read a Hulk book at this point, I think. So.
Yeah. As far as the Avenger books go, I'm already reading all of them digitally. I'm hoping that All New, All Different Avengers, number 4, that series will be better. New Avengers was okay for me, the first issue. Uncanny Avengers, there's a lot that needs to improve, or I think I'm done with Uncanny. And it's a book that doubles up. Ultimates didn't come out yet, so I can't say anything. But Uncanny, I'm just... how did you feel about Uncanny number 1?
I actually liked it. I really liked the contrast of the characters. You had Rogue not liking Synapse, and you had the problem with Deadpool and Spider-Man, and you had, you're dealing with the whole Inhuman mutant thing at the same time you're dealing with the Deadpool thing, you're dealing with all these other factors, Quicksilver, this new villain, I love that they're staged in an old theater, and, Cap is trying to keep this team together, even though they have all these issues with each other, and, from Solicits, we see Human Torch has a problem with another member of the team, and I just like that inner conflict. It's interesting to me. So, and I like the art style. I know a lot of people.
Oh, the art I like. Brian
Okay.
thinks the art I like.
Yeah, some people didn't because it's a more stylized style for him.
Yeah, he did definitely change it up from Spider-Man.
But I like it. I think it fits. So, I don't know. I like it. I'm actually enjoying all the Avengers books right now, so.
Nova, I'm hoping continues. Nova number 3. I hope that See, I love discussing these books because we really can't till we get to see issue 1,
Right.
which doesn't come out for a while. But I'm hoping. I could say I hope Nova is going to follow in the same footsteps as the previous volume.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the writer, so I don't know if he has a similar voice to Jerry Duggan, who wrote it before. If it's going to be that same kind of book, which kind of reminded me a little bit of like an Invincible or something,
Right.
which is what we loved about Sam in the previous series. But if it's as good as that, I think I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say anything about Guardians of Infinity yet, but Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1 was great, so I'm looking forward to number 4. I'm skipping Star-Lord. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a before he was Star-Lord story again.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm definitely on board. All the rest I'm trying Infinity number 1, but I'm kind of skeptical about it at this point. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I absolutely loved. That was my pick of the week, and I'm totally excited for that. Uncanny Inhumans, I was disappointed with.
I didn't get to read it yet. I'm still waiting. I have to download it.
I was, yeah, I was quite disappointed with it for some reason. It just, I did a review on it. After you read it, you can watch my review and you can see what I thought about it. But yeah, I had some issues with it. I'm hoping the other Inhuman book will be better.
The all-new Inhuman.
Right.
Which is number 3 is out, so we can hope.
Yeah.
You're not going to get Carnage, are you?
I don't remember if I'm getting that or not, honestly.
I'm getting all the Spider books physically, except for Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, I'm always on the fence with, especially because of the last volume. So that book I'm reading digitally, but everything else, Web Warrior, Silk, Spider-Woman, Carnage, Venom, all of them I'll be picking up physically.
I know I'm getting Spider-Woman. I think I'm getting 2099 and obviously Amazing. I don't think I'm getting Web Warriors. Carnage.
What about Spidey?
Spidey, yeah, getting that. Yeah, I can't remember if I'm getting Carnage or not. I wanted to try it because I really liked the story in the. Was that in point 1 or was that in the Avengers one?
Which
it was probably in point 1. The Carnage story.
Point 1.
Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed that little snippet of a story in point 1 for Carnage. So if I didn't order it, I would probably still pick it up, at least the first issue.
Gotcha. I'm very skeptical on this new Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to like it. So to not soil what Mark Waid did for Daredevil, I'm probably, and this is no insult to Charles Soule, but I don't think that the book is going in a direction that I can follow.
I agree with you, but at the same time, and I completely agree with everything you just said. At the same time, I am getting the first 2 issues.
Okay.
They both come out in December, and I just went ahead and there was a special in the first issue, and so I'm getting both of them, and I'm going to try it from there and see.
I'll probably go digital.
Yeah.
This too. See, a lot of the Marvel books that I'm 50-50, I'm probably going to do it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I am getting Black Knight, though.
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot of history with the character, but I did read him in some Avengers books.
Me too.
Yeah, so I like the character, and I like the premise of the character. So I'm interested in trying it out.
Same here for me. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not seeing much else. Contest of Champions was okay. Oh, the X books.
Yeah, the X books. I think we're getting all the like Extraordinary, All New, and Uncanny. I think we're getting all of those.
Same here.
Yeah.
What about Deadpool and Cable? Are you going to get the 3-issue miniseries?
No, not unless like you tell me it's amazing and I should.
Yeah, Mike's gonna try it. That's what I was gonna say. What about All New Wolverine? I'm absolutely getting an X. It's basically X-23 under the name of Wolverine.
Yeah, I cannot remember. That was one that was like we were on the fence about, and it was like one of the last ones. I don't think I'm getting it this time though.
Gotcha.
I'll wait and hear what everybody says about it, and if it's really good, I'll pick it up. It is Tom Taylor again, so I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it if I do read it.
What about Star Wars books?
Star Wars books, I am getting the main Star Wars series. The rest of them, not at this point. Darth Vader, I'm a little bit behind on anyway.
I'm thinking of dropping Darth Vader. Mike and me were talking about it after the, the haul video today. Vader Down is ending with issue 15, and they're doubling up Darth Vader like crazy.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to drop it after Vader Down is over.
Yeah, that's probably where I'll stop reading it as well. Because I know I did not get the December issue of it, whichever issue that is, 14, I guess. But I am definitely getting Star Wars. I'm not. We are getting the C-3PO one shot in December, but we're not getting any of the minis. I don't think.
I'm not gonna get the Anakin and Obi-Wan.
No, I'm not either. And I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for Marvel. You want to give the last book, and then we'll get into the third and final chapter?
Sure. All right, so this is Amazing Spider-Man #1 oversized issue. Fantastic book. Was, again, my pick of the week. Let's see. it. I should have had this one open and ready. Sorry.
No worries.
It's probably before the backup story.
It is.
Yeah.
So while Brant's looking for the code, I'll mention we're going now into the third and final part of this show, which is going to be. I'll talk about New York Comic Con first, and then we could go in. Or do you want to talk about your convention first?
No, you can. I'm not. I don't really have much to say now.
Okay.
So, all right.
There's the code for Amazing Spider-Man.
Get it. There we go. All right. There you go.
All right. New York Comic Con this year, I went 3 out of the 4 days. On Thursday, which was a great day, me and Cindy took Tommy. Mike was working, so it was really supposed to be a more I was going to be working from my channel for Thursday, Friday. However, we found people and we started doing interviews like right away.
Yeah.
What my goal became when we went to New York Comic Con on Thursday was to get as many of the interviews as I could done. So this way I could ease into the weekend and do more, find more people.
Right.
Unfortunately, I don't know if it was the fact that Tommy was with us, the interviews wanting to do too much, pushing myself a bit too far. Thursday night, I had a migraine that literally put me on the bed for the whole night. I was out.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I had gotten very pale also, so I thought I was going to get sick. So to be safe, even though I was okay on Friday, we stayed home. Cindy thought it would be a better idea that we stay home. So we missed Friday. But Saturday, Sunday was another great. Those were the best days, honestly. Met a lot of great people. Talked to a lot of really nice people. We met Double Take on Sunday. They were very energetic. We have their 10 books. I will be reviewing the books on this channel. On my channel, I'll either be doing it 2x2 because there's 10 books altogether, or 5 and 5. And on Frontline for Horror Corner, I'll be doing all 10 in one episode. Definitely an innovative first line, the first issues. I will say that. I'll talk more about that. We got to meet really great people from Retrobit, which make the Super Retro Trio, which is where we're going to be playing all of our retro games. It's not an emulator, it's an actual system. You can check it out at retrobits.com. Met a lot of great writers and artists, a lot of indie people, a lot of people who are trying to promote their books. We got a couple of really great interviews with, I believe it was Tiki Comics. Dan got a really great interview. We were there with him. I got to sit with Roger from Pete's Basement. I saw him on Saturday. He came over to us and said hi. And then Sunday, Cindy, myself, and Mike were sitting at a table, and he came over with his wife and his son, and we all sat at the same table because we had like literally the whole table to ourselves. And we had a great conversation there as well. Got to meet Pete on Sunday. He wasn't there Saturday. So we stayed till the last moments because he was coming to the Dark Horse booth just to see him, because that's usually when we get to see each other.
Yeah.
I was invited to the basement, and hopefully I will get there soon because it's not too far from where we live. We all live in Brooklyn. But Cindy loved Roger's son. I will say that, and he was a great little boy. His birthday actually is coming up, I believe. And Roger, he's a really nice guy, really nice. You'd be surprised, guys, how nice they really are. I mean, I've been promoting Pete's Basement since I started my reviews on this channel, and I understand if people don't like the cursing as much, but I'll be honest, they're really great guys. They're very passionate about the comics and about what they do, and they're very great. They're great people. That's really, I can't say enough. And then I did mention on Sunday, this boy came over to the table. This is before Roger came, and him and his mother were sitting with us, and we were talking. And that's what made my Sunday, honestly, was this boy. If you want to hear the full story, it's on 123. But long story short, he sat down and random conversations started. Like the mother said, "Don't sit there. They're doing work." And we're like, "No. He could sit there. You could sit too," because it was this big round table. Unlike some people in the press lounge who didn't want to share tables, we were open to have anybody sitting with us. So the boy had this GT figure, and we were talking about, that's how the conversation started about Dragon Ball Z, and then he mentioned he had his own YouTube channel and he does some gaming on there, and I mentioned that we had a YouTube channel and we do comic books and we do games and all this other stuff, and then went into the whole history with the mother about how we started as Brooklyn Boys, went to my channel, then Comic Frontline, etc., etc. It was a wonderful conversation, and the boy walked away with this bright, shiny look, like sparkling literally on his face, like wow, and it gave him that, I don't know what to say, maybe it inspired him, maybe it did something for him, whether it be for just the day, for the week. If he still remembers it to this day, that'd be awesome. But that's why I love it. This is one of those reasons why, again, I really want to work on my channel, because as much as I love the reviews, and yes, it is good for the writers and the artists that do the books, because it's like, oh, this guy really likes my work. And I know the people that did Paper Girls and We Stand on Guard retweeted and reshared my review. That's great. I'm really glad you guys like my review. In a retrospect, though, I love, being that kind of inspiration and reaching out to the viewers as well. Brooklyn Boys, we helped a lot of people that were in, literally a few people were in a very deep depression, and our videos helped them build up out of that and come out of their depression because of the stupid stuff we did to make them laugh. 2 people met and got married because they found each other through Brooklyn Boys. That's the goal I want for my channel. As far as the reviews, yes, I want to promote things like Paper Girls and stuff like that, where, it's not Marvel or DC. These are books that deserve to be talked about and reviewed. But I want to do other things, and that's what really made Sunday. Saturday was all about the interviews, and everything okay?
Yeah, it just smells like the heat just came on. It's weird.
Saturday with the interviews were great. Met a lot of really nice people. We got so much stuff. If you want to see the whole video, you're welcome to. We got a lot of stuff. The Super Retro Trio was one. I'm trying to think if there was anybody else I wanted to mention, because I have a bunch of cards. Retrobit was really nice to us. Double Take, they were really nice people. We got a really nice interview with them. Mike missed Rob Vendetti. He actually waited a couple of minutes extra, but we got to the con so late on Sunday because of the train. He had left maybe 10 minutes before we got there, so we were kind of really bummed out about that. It was great reconnecting with friends like Dirk Manning, Victor, man. Every time I interview this guy, he's got personality. I've got a goal. If I really want to do the Wildcast, I'm going to see if I can get him to do it. You guys would love his personality. His personality on videos, that is not fake. That is his personality.
Yeah, totally.
In reality, Victor.
Yeah. Victor's a good guy. He's one of the most positive, just kind of personalities to be around, man. He gets you hyped, even if you're just like standing there and sad. He's just like always ready to go. Always, I don't know. He's a good guy.
He did share something with me, and I'm really honored. He did take a quote from this book.
Origins Unknown, yeah.
Origins Unknown, that I said on my review. His book was the first book I started solo reviews on this channel with, and he took something I said, and it really, watch the interview, and you'll see something I said about this book inspired him to do something more with that book, and I'm really happy, and I'm excited, actually, to see what comes next.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, he mentioned it in the interview.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy. That made my day. That's when, see, stuff like that is like, okay, I'm really glad that I do the reviews for books like this, because it helps the writers and artists really want to do more, and it makes them want to, it inspires them to continue forward, or gives them ideas. So between Victor and the boy, Saturday and Sunday, those were my shining moments. For me, those are the moments that stuck out. And seeing Roger both days, Roger is a wonderful guy. I know you guys don't see him on Pete's Basement because he does a lot of the camera work, but Roger's a really great guy. Pete's an awesome guy. I got to see Steve, which was great to see Steve, and it was great to see Cheeseburger Pete. There's a reason for Cheeseburger. You got to know the first couple episodes of Pete's Basement to understand. He turned into a cheeseburger.
Okay.
Going ads. Ramon, it was great to see Ramon on Saturday. Really great. The Pete's Basement crew is a bunch of really awesome guys. I tell you, it's really great crew, and it was really nice hanging. And I tell you, I I feel bad for Roger on Saturday because I feel like I was holding him with like he kept saying I'm gonna go sit, and then we just kept talking. But Sunday we had a great conversation that lasted a while. So
Nice. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a great time. One of these days I'll come.
You gotta come one day. You gotta come.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful convention. All in all, one of my favorite for the interviews, but mostly for the friends and the people that I got to see again and got to talk with, and and we got to see Steven. It was really good to see Steven again as well. We saw him on Saturday. We missed him on Sunday, but we caught him at the press lounge. Same way last year. We caught him this year again in the press lounge.
Yeah. Steven's a good guy too.
Oh, Steven it was great seeing him reconnected. We spent a good hour and a half talking with him
Nice.
in the press. No, that's a lie. It was about maybe a good 45 minutes in the press lounge because we didn't want to waste too much time because there was so much we wanted to do. We literally stayed Saturday and Sunday until closing.
Wow.
For both days. Thursday, I think we stayed until 15 minutes before closing, and Friday probably would have been the same. So we were there from I'd say about 11 to close. So that's till 7 o'clock.
Cool.
Each day, except Sunday. Sunday was 5.
Awesome. It sounds like an amazing time, though. I'm glad you had those experiences with the kid and all that stuff. That makes it so much better when you have stuff like that happen.
Oh yeah, it was worthwhile Sunday. Sunday was definitely something.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you didn't get to go to your convention. I was hoping that you'd have like a back and forth with yours.
Yeah, it's I'm not going to say much about it. We were supposed to be at a convention this weekend, 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After a bunch of mishaps Friday, and weather got really bad Friday night, and we thought it was going to be really bad throughout the weekend. Fortunately, the storms kind of passed us a little bit today, but we ended up not going to the convention for various reasons, weather being only just one of them. So yeah, but it's fine. We've got other conventions in the pipeline.
And I'm sure you're not going back to this one ever again.
Never say never, but there's no plans. There's no plans in the immediate future. We'll say that. But we're not setting up at a convention. We actually will be at a convention next weekend. We'll be at Wizard World Austin, just walking around like normal fans, and we'll see Victor, and we're gonna have like lunch with Carrie the next day. Carrie Kelly, who was on Zone 4, him and his family live there, so we're gonna kind of reconnect and meet up and have some fun, and it's gonna be a fun trip. Before that, we're actually going to San Antonio and possibly going to Six Flags, so
nice.
Kind of make a little mini vacation of it.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully by this time next year I'll be going to some conventions and stuff with my book and a few other books that we're doing along the way. I'm looking forward to being in the convention instead of at the convention.
Yeah.
It'll be fun being a part of the news a little bit as well as doing some of the news.
Yeah, No, go ahead.
No, you first.
No, I was just going to say we're actually getting ready to make up our 2016 convention list. So.
Well, if you'd like to buy a table at New York Comic Con, I would gladly sit at it on Thursday, Friday. Saturday I'll be up and down, and Sunday I'll probably be up and down.
Maybe we'll be there. You never know.
I'm hoping. It's a good hope.
Yeah. So you were saying?
I was just saying that I like making a difference more than reporting the difference.
Yeah.
Without, really stepping on the press. I mean, I worked hard to get where I am right now with the reviews and the press and the interviews. So I'm proud to be a part of the people who report the news and report, reviews and stuff to everybody. But I'm more of a person. If you go and you really want to define my personality, I like being a personality more than talking about a personality. Yeah. So much as I built up my press cred and I'm keeping it, I'm not diminishing it. I'm not, down talking it. I'd much rather be a part of it than be a part reporting it. So I like both worlds. I'll always be a part of both worlds, but I'd like to be more a part of the action.
Yeah, I spent over 10 years doing press and reviews and columns and things of that nature for various websites, And for the most part, I've had my fill of it, and I feel like my creative urges are bursting out, and I want to be that guy. And that's why, we started Last Ember Press. Lisa and I were both in that stage of our careers where we wanted to go to that next step. But I have total respect and all that for the people that do report it, because there's the comic community is unlike most other entertainment communities, because it's like we're all it's a very supportive, lifting each other up kind of thing. It's like you spread the word about this comic or that comic to shine the light on them, to let everybody know, and it's that kind of thing. It's a very supportive community, and that's what I do like about it, and that's why, yeah, there may not be anything true comic press, but it's still the reporting and the spreading of the word is the purpose of what we do. So.
Exactly. Well, hopefully by this time next year also, Last Ember Press will set a fire, underneath the company, and every month we'll have books coming out. It's a slow process.
Yeah.
As time moves forward and as the company builds up and as more stories are written, more books will be coming out on a monthly basis. Right now it's the slow burn. That's why there was 2 books so far. Oh. Now we're taking a break.
Yeah, plus
3. Now this is the 3rd. And see, give it time, and every month there'll be something, I'm sure. And especially if my book will take off, I'll be able to continue forward with that as time moves forward. Our book that we're working on is if something that people like, can go on for many, many years.
Yeah.
And I could keep dreaming up miniseries until the sun comes up. So.
Yeah, and all of us have other projects. I've got a couple of books I'm working on. Lisa's got one or two that she's working on.
Yep.
We've got collaborations we're doing. John's got another book in the pipeline. Right. We're even talking to some other people. So we got a lot. But we're trying not to overdo it right out the gate.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was thinking the same thing with my character. My character's superhero, so you can really build a universe around a superhero. Mm-hmm. I've already mentioned it to several people like Victor, who I know is an awesome writer, who, if he's interested, as I'm slowly building my universe around my character, you never know if other writers might not come in and create their own superhero in that universe, and you see the books and everything kind of growing. But like Brant said, very slow. I'm not looking to have a universe of 20 different superheroes by 20 different writers by 2017.
Yeah.
I'm looking to do a slow build as time moves on.
Basically, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I do have some writers in mind, like Brant, to put characters into my universe as it grows. So I do have, in my mind, I have an outline of who I'd ask, how many characters I would add, and how over the course of how much time I would like to do it in. So,
I was just going to make this little pun about, we don't want our flame to burn out.
Exactly. So. You got to start it slow, or else you're going to blow out like a candle.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But if you don't light it up a little bit more, I'm going to light you up.
Hey, we put out a print and a book this month. We're doing well. Speaking of which, reminder of the contest.
Yes, contest.
You Tell them the rules again? No, you go ahead.
Okay. For a free print, you have to follow the Facebook page or like the Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter at Last Ember Press, and hashtag apparitions at Last Ember Press on Twitter. And for an extra name or an extra point in the hat, follow or subscribe to Last Ember Press's YouTube channel, and we will be announcing the winner of this one print. We are giving only one print away. The winner will be announced on the Last Ember Press second live show in November. So, again, like and follow the Facebook page. Follow the Twitter. Tweet hashtag apparition at lastemberpress.com. And for an extra name in the hat, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you'd like even more entries, if you share the page with your friends and they like the page, they like the Facebook, they subscribe to the Twitter and the YouTube channel, write us at brant@comicrelated.com. Let us know that your friends have done it, and give us their name too, and their name will go in the hat, and maybe we'll give you another entry. The more people that enter, the more that, and they're from you, the more chances you have to win. And same thing goes for them. The more people they get to follow and they get to subscribe, they get their name put in more. And we're going to do a computer. There's a computer program that's like a lotto. You put the name in, you put the number of times, and then the computer will spit out whoever wins. It randomly picks the person.
Yeah. And for links to all that, the Facebook page, YouTube, and everything, you can go to lastemberpress.com. All the links are right there. And
it's in the description.
Yeah, it'll be in the description too. Yeah, it's in the description too. And also, one more reminder for this. Again, let me get to the cover. Go back. All right. Anyway, I'll just show. This is another page for Fireside Tales. Fireside Tales #1 and Pneumatic Cases #1. Again, are both available in the Amazon store for your Kindle. There will be a link in the description below to those as well.
And I just want to state one more thing about the print. It is a clean print. If you'd like it autographed by Brant and Lisa, the winner can mention it in the email when they give Brant their address if they want it signed by Brant and Lisa.
Yeah, sadly we can't have the artist sign it because she lives in a different state. So, but we'll definitely send you. I'll put a link in the description to the artist DeviantArt page so you guys can check out her artwork. But yeah.
I mean, if you win it and you get it in the mail and you want to ship it out to the artist to have her sign it, I mean, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna. we don't have her available to sign it. So.
But again, I will remind you guys that don't win the print, that you can, for a limited time for the next 2 weeks, purchase the print, the book, and 4 mini buttons. They're like 1-inch buttons for $13 and get all of them, which is a really good deal.
Or you can buy the print for $10, whether you see Last Ember Press at a convention or for the next 2 weeks on lastemberpress.com if you just want the print.
Absolutely.
It's a definite must-have because it is limited edition, and once they're sold out, they're gone forever.
There you go.
That's it for the Chris and Brant Show. I've talked enough. It is almost 7 in the morning. I need sleep because I know that Tommy's going to wake up at 11 in the morning, 7-Eleven. So I need some rest. I hope you guys enjoyed this Chris and Brant Show. It was a really long show.
Almost an hour and a half about.
That's not bad. I thought we would be longer. So
yeah, I did too.
So we've got Solicits done. We've got news done. Last Ember Press contest. Guys, don't miss out on this print. It's going to be gone, and then you're going to wish you had it, and this is your opportunity. Look forward to a lot of stuff from myself and Brant in the near future. Brant's going to be away next week, so obviously next week is going to be one of those weeks where there won't be much, except for maybe 1 to 3 podcasts. Maybe that'll even be late because he'll be away.
Right.
But when Brant comes back, we got a couple of shows. I'm going to be working on my channel until I'm happy with it. So there's that. 2016 is going to be the year for everything. Zone 4. Comic Frontline, Frontline Gaming Zone, this channel, Brooklyn Boys, everything that
Where's My Tell?
And Where's My Tell? And Last Ember Press.
Yeah.
Everything I'm involved in, I will definitely be putting 110%. And even though I'm not directly involved in Where's My Tell, there's a lot of collaboration between Where's My Tell and Brooklyn Boys. So that is now something I'm involved in. So everything I'm involved in, I'm looking to take to the next level. Frontline Gaming Zone is going to build up in a huge way, both with retro and new age games. So if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Brooklyn Boys skits are going to start coming back right after. Well, they're starting now, so I shouldn't even bother saying right after the Ultimate Smash because they're coming now. So if you want to check those out, they're crazy, they're retarded, they're nuts, but again, it's acting. So if you can live with the acting, go check out Brooklyn Boys. Zone 4, got a lot of podcasts that are out now. I've got one definitely coming soon. The second one, we'll see if I can somehow trick Victor or get Victor to do the cast with me, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it.
Yeah, if I can speak now. Where's My Tell? We mentioned already, Lisa and I are going to be starting to do our countdown, I think this week, maybe, depending on if we have time before we leave this coming Wednesday. But yeah, we're going to start doing a countdown, and we're going to actually start giving away digital codes on that. We might be doing it as a live show. We're still trying to work out the details and everything. We're already doing weekly comic calls. We've got 2 episodes up if you guys want to follow that. And, we're back into the comics again. We're trying to build up that channel a little bit. We moved One Up Box back over there.
So things are building up really nicely.
Yeah. So, and we're still going to be doing some of the health stuff here and there. Not quite as much as we had originally intended. So, but yeah.
I'm going to have 2 mystery boxes actually for this channel, one being a retro gaming box. You'll see more of that really soon. And I'm also getting another specific box for myself that will be on this channel.
Cool. Awesome. And yeah, gaming-wise, like you said, we do have some more Mario Maker stuff we want to do and some other game-related stuff we're talking about. So.
Right. So we got a lot of things coming your guys' way. It's going to be a slow build until 2016, but when 2016 comes, there's going to be comics, there's going to be games, there's going to be reviews, there's going to be podcasts, live shows, there's going to be a lot of things.
Challenges.
There's going to be challenges. And I'm going to grab Brant and I'm going to have him do more of these live shows with me or else I'm going to kill him because these are the things I like and make me happy for my channel. So I'm going to have to tie Brant to a chair or he's not going to be allowed to sleep much.
I'm tied to a chair right now.
There you go.
You just don't see it because it's legs down. I can't move.
Okay. So have a great day, everybody, because this is going up in the morning. Take care. We'll see you guys really soon. I don't know what's wrong with Brant.
P.
What the hell is the P?
I don't know. I don't know how to do a sign P.
You're done. You're done.
L-E-P. There we go.
There you go. You're done. You want to have a song to bring us out?
All right. The same song? That's the only song I got.
I don't know. You can do something else. I don't know.
Okay. He's Chris. I'm Brant. We like to talk comics and sometimes rant. He says up and away. I say Mary Jane. And I got no ending for this, so take it away. This has been a Gonzo Goose production.
There you go. Oh. Well, now that I've lived through that, have a good night, everybody. Or day, everybody. See you guys soon.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
I did not.